What's going on, guys? It's Anthony with the Wrenched Out Garage. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we have a brand new garage news video where we're going to be diving into the 2021 Ram 1500. Let's dive into the video. All right, guys, so if you're not familiar, here on the Wrenched Out Garage, every weekend I drop a new video breaking down some of the features and items that you could get with the specific vehicle we're talking about. In this case, we're talking about the 2021 Ram 1500, but I have done videos on the Silverado, the F-150, and many others to include the Ram TRX. And if you're looking for those, make sure and check the playlist. And of course, please take a moment and hit subscribe down below. Drop a comment. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it. It means a lot to me. It allows me to know that, hey, you guys like the content. Let's dive into the Ram 1500. So if you're not familiar with the Ram lineup, I will show you guys and talk to you about what they have going on for 2021. But specifically, we're going to be focused on the Ram 1500. We're going to start off by going to the Ram Trucks website, where I highly recommend, if you're considering any truck, go to the manufacturer's website and kind of poke around, see what they have available for your truck, as opposed to just showing up at the lot and hoping that they have the truck of your dreams. In this case, Ram obviously is going to be releasing the TRX, the highly anticipated Ram Super Trucks coming soon, which we're super stoked about. But again, we're talking about the Ram 1500. Now, they do have currently under the Ram Trucks world, they have the Ram 1500, the Ram 1500 Classic, the Ram 2500, 3500, Ram Chassis Cab, ProMaster City, and ProMaster. We're not going to talk about anything except for that Ram 1500, so let's dive into it. Currently, there's a lot of incentives while I'm shooting this video, and that is one thing I'll talk about in a separate video, but understanding the incentives and the deals that are currently on the truck is, in my opinion, kind of a make or break situation, because in this case, if you see on their website, it's employee pricing plus $9,800 off the truck. You want to take that into consideration and read the fine print, because as it says here, 2021 Ram 1500 limited crew cab 4x4 models equipped with 5.7 liter Hemi with e-torque, which is a hell of an option. I built one of those trucks on the Ram Trucks website. I was at over 73, dropped it down to close to 63. Very nice truck, very well equipped. Let's look at the lineup though. You've got the Limited Longhorn, and the Rebel. The Limited is the top tier truck that Ram offers, and they are absolutely beautiful as far as luxury options go. You can get pretty much everything that you would want in a truck on that truck. However, it is not a TRX. It's like going the same route with the Ford F-150, going to the maximum comfort levels, and then not having the suspension and the motor options like the Ford Raptor. But in the Ram's case, it depends on what it is you want, because while the Limited will max out around 70, 75, the TRX starts at 70 and maxes out at whatever it is, 90,000 plus. And what that means, and a thing that you need to consider, is you're going to get a base model TRX for the price of a maxed out Ram Limited. Some of the other options are the Laramie, the Bighorn, and the Tradesman. I have owned several Ram trucks, Chevy trucks, and Ford trucks through the years. Obviously, they got some TRX stuff. They got all kinds of stuff in the galleries. But let's go ahead and look at building a truck. And I think we're going to go for the Laramie route. Now, I was on this the other day, and I started diving in and started playing with it. I'm not a huge fan of the Ram Trucks website. I feel like it's a little clunky. So you have the Limited Longhorn, Rebel, Laramie, Bighorn, and Tradesman. So the Bighorn is kind of like the Silver Star edition for Chevy. to where it is like their mid-grade truck. It's not their lowest end, but it's definitely not their mid to high-end trucks. The Laramie's kind of the middle of the road. That's the truck, at least in the 90s and in the early 2000s. If you had a Laramie Ram, you had a nice truck. But now they've gone into the limiteds and much more. So we're going to start off with the Laramie. Let me click on that guy. We're also going to switch it to a 4x4, because if I was buying this truck, I'm buying a 4x4. More than likely, if you're buying a truck, you're buying a 4x4, or at least I'm guessing. We're going to change the paint. Let's go over to the silver. I like the silver on these trucks. And we'll do a quad cab with a 6.4 bed. Let's go ahead and build this. We're not going to do a dealer local check. Now, a thing that is extremely important for you is, if you're interested in any trucks at all, go ahead and build and play around with whatever, whether it's a Ram or Silverado, it doesn't matter. Play around with the website, understand it. But if you can go and do the search inventory and your local dealer has a truck, look at the window sticker. They include them. Ford, Chevy, and Dodge or Ram includes the window sticker. Look through that window sticker to see what other options are added, because that's going to be kind of the tail of the tape. It's also referred to as the Maroni, which means while you're at the dealer, I highly suggest, if you do purchase a truck, keep the Maroni. It has details that go far beyond what you may remember about the truck, or you may even be aware of, such as gear, rear end gears, transmission selection, any other special features that may skip your mind if you ever resell it, or if you want to talk about it or understand what it is you purchased. All right, so we're starting off with the 2021 Ram Laramie Quad Cab 4x4 with a 6.4 inch box, 6 foot 4 inch box. Out of the gate, the employee pricing at this time, while I'm shooting this video, early 2021, the price is $39,527 out of the gate. Now, we're starting off with the 3.6 liter, and I'm going to hit details. Let's see. Okay, good. So they do have a good breakdown on this. So we have the 3.6 liter Pennstar V6. Not going to go that route. See, and I wish they would detail some of this a little bit better. What we are going to go with is the 5.7 liter. Well, let me talk real briefly about the motor options. So you got 3.6 liter. For whatever reason, this one starts with that. And then you have the Hemi with the variable valve timing and the multiple displacement. Essentially, the motor can drop down to four cylinders. It's got a bunch of economical features on it. You got the standard Hemi, and then you got the new e-torque. One of the cool things with the new e-torque is the engine delivers 395 horsepower and 410 pounds of torque, including an additional 130 pounds of supplemental launch torque enabled with the e-torque system, which is a $200 option, which is really cool if you want that feature. If I had a choice, I would definitely pony up $200 just so I have the feature. So between the two Hemis, let's see, 220 amp alternator, 26 gallon fuel tank, dual rear exhaust. I think all of them have that. Heavy duty engine cooling, Hemi badge. Active noise control system. Sorry about the noise. Heater just kicked on. So we're gonna go ahead and select this one. It's gonna bring us up $2,000, but there is also the 3 liter V6 turbo diesel engine that's available as well, which is 260 horsepower, 480 pounds of torque. So if you need that pulling power out of the gate, the diesel's probably a better option. It also, I would guess, probably gets better fuel economy and also has a larger alternator. Moving on. So that's the motor we selected. We're at 41,271. Let's see, we got the 8 HP 75 transmission. We'll just stick with that. That's the 8-speed automatic. And then you have some axle options. You got the electronic locking rear axle and then the anti-spin. Let's go with the electronic rear locking. We'll go with the... See, this is, when I was on the site before, it does the same thing to where this pops up and it doesn't give me a lot of information other than, hey, click the button. So we did just upgrade that. Let's change the gear ratio to a 392 as opposed to the 321. So we did add a couple of options there. The air suspension, let's add it just because I had the air suspension on my Ram Rebel that I had, and I absolutely loved it. I think it's a really cool feature, especially if you're not wanting to add a bunch of modifications to your truck. However, you want to go off-road a little bit. If you're the suburban style dude or the urban style person, this gives you the option. You can lift your truck up, it can lower. That was actually one of the coolest features with my Rebel, was when I had a bed full of bricks, I did this. I lowered that bad boy all the way down to the valet or get out or what the lowest setting. Beautiful. The thing was at like almost knee height. It was a wonderful feature. It looks like with selecting this, you have two options, whether it's a Laramie Level 1 option or the Laramie Level 2. We'll go with the Level 2 option. We want our truck to be loaded. Okay, it's going to delete some stuff here and change some stuff around. Hopefully we'll be able to add that or change it. 33-gallon fuel tank. I've said this several times in other videos. If you're ordering your truck or you're looking at the dealer and you're looking at different configurations, because that is what your dealer has, is several configurations of this truck. Maybe it's a Bighorn, maybe it's a Limited. The 33-gallon fuel tank is just a great, easy upgrade. $445. It's only what is it? 26-gallon over, so seven more gallons. But that is 100+ miles to the tank and ability. Less trips to the gas station and just a item that you can't just get afterward. All right, now we're diving into some of the packages. So the Level 1 Laramie group comes with the automatic high beam headlight, blind spot crosspath detection, park sense, rain sensitive windshield wipers, power tailgate release, tailgate ajar warning lamp. We jumped it up because of the air suspension and some of the other features it actually made us, which includes the auto dimming exterior, includes everything in Level 1 like I said, but also includes these items as well. The high beam, automatic high beams, blind spot, heated second row seats, park sense, rain sensitive windshield wipers, power tailgate release, power ajar warning lamp for your tailgate, the U-Connect, and more. So if you jump it up to, and I'm not sure what the different U-Connect 12-inch, let's just add the Southwest edition. Okay, so I'm guessing you get the Level 2, and then for another $2,800 you get 20-inch premium painted wheels, the tires, exterior mirrors, which you get anyways, body color bumpers, premium power mirrors, color matched rear and side steps, chrome tow hooks, chrome grille, and you get the 12-inch display. So we'll see. Actually, what we'll do is let's just switch it over to this. Let's go to the Night Edition instead of the Laramie Southwest Edition. My local dealer actually has a Night Edition, and I checked it out. It's pretty wicked. You get the custom hood. You get a lot of really nice features that $3,500. I feel like you're getting a little bit more custom as opposed to the other. You can also go for the sports appearance package, which you can see. You get a lot of the accenting colors, the decals, and what have you. In addition to that, what else can we add? Let's add the technology group, which includes the heads-up display, LED center high-mounted stop lamp, and then the rear view auto digital display system in your mirror. We want some metal plates under the truck. That's the protection group. We'll go with the bed utility group too. Now, obviously, you see that I'm selecting a bunch of different options. The utility group's $845, protection group's $395, technology group's $1,000. If you're going to spend the money, in my opinion, you have these options available, or your dealer has, hey, do you want this same truck with this, this, and this? Go for everything that you can afford. Because you don't want to get the truck and then a few months later you're regretting it because you forgot 1 or 2 or 5 or 6 or 7 features. Let's see what this does. I added the trailer tow group. So right now, like, this is a very well equipped truck, and we're only coming in at $52,737. One question is, okay, it is a quad cab, okay. So when I was messing with this earlier, I was having issues. So make sure that all of your presets for the vehicle that you're trying to modify and understand is accurate and correct, because I had several issues earlier where it was changing the configuration of the truck and I didn't care for it. You can do a decal delete. That's actually pretty cool. Let's click it. It's $0. Does it do anything? I'm waiting to see if it does anything. It's loading. Something happened with my tires when I hit that. I don't know. We will add some tow mirrors as promised in a previous video. I would add them. I think that's a great looking truck. There's the tow mirrors. There's that night edition hood, which is really cool. It's got the vents on it. Wheels aren't bad looking. That's overall, I feel like that's a pretty good looking truck. 20s, of course. Well, it has some side steps on it. Let's switch it over to these. Over to the power side steps. And then we'll add the trifold tonneau cover, and there we go. So we got a tonneau cover. The truck's well equipped. Yeah, I feel like this is a very well equipped truck. It's got that big Mac Daddy 12-inch display, which I absolutely love. In this, oops, see, you click it. I don't like this, how it kind of blanks it out. Let's add a sunroof. Okay, let's go down to the summary of this truck. So again, this started off as a basic Laramie, which again is your step above the Bighorn edition. You're gonna get some of those nicer creature comforts and luxuries. Now you can start with the Bighorn and then obviously run this far with it, or pretty close to this far with it, but you're essentially starting with a truck at a lower value as far as options go, and then you're gonna just stack on a tremendous amount. The thing with that is that means you're gonna bring a Bighorn up to this level as opposed to a Laramie or a Limited, which means the resale value and the overall value of the vehicle can diminish some due to the fact that the vehicle itself is a baseline truck as opposed to the truck that you built, if that makes sense. So here's a summary. The MSRP on this truck is $61,480 due to the current pricing and what have you. It's down to $53,907. And these are the packages. Once again, see, I think it switched me back. Hold on here. It did switch me back. So this is the problem I had just the other day with this truck. Is this. Okay. So it starts changing your options without you even knowing. I don't want the Pennstar. Now we're up to 62,575, 54,865. We got the right Hemi with the e-torque, the 8-speed rear locking diff, 321. So it does dump you back down there. I'd have to investigate more to see why it's doing that. Does have the air suspension, 33-gallon tank, Laramie level 2. The night edition, bed utility group, advanced. So this truck, in my opinion, is fully loaded. It also has, we did the decal delete. What else did we do? Stripe, well, I don't care about that. We got tow mirrors on this guy. It's got the 20-inch wheels, the tonneau cover. Let's see what else. Rear wheelhouse liners. It's got the leather trim seats, the 12-inch display, the power sunroof, trailer brake controller, the park sense. This truck to me is quite a truck. $56,000 is where this comes in. I feel like for all of the stuff that you're getting in this truck for 55 grand, 56 grand, you don't need much more than this. If you wanted a truck with decent power because of the Hemi with the e-torque, with cool suspension because of the air ride, with tow mirrors, maybe you're towing your Razor like me, or maybe you're towing around some four-wheelers or a small boat. This truck comes fully loaded with an incredible amount of technology features. It looks good. It functions good. And overall, for 56 grand, I feel like you're getting a pretty darn good deal. Heavily equipped Laramie option right there. Now, obviously, if you wanted to step it up a notch, you could jump over to the Limited, and you are going to get some features that you're not going to get on the Laramie. Make sure and check that out as well. I think it's an incredible deal. I like the way the truck looks. I'm excited to see the TRX come out. I'm excited to see what other options the Ram truck guys come up with. I like that they have a hood option. I do feel like from model to model, they could add a couple of other exterior options to include some of the fender flare stuff, you know, and I haven't dove much into the accessories because they didn't give me a lot of options for that other than the side skirts or the, not side skirts, side steps. So, but overall, I think 56 grand for today's, there's a picture of the interior, for today's truck lineup. This is a highly competitive truck packing a ton of really cool features. What do you guys think? What do you think of the 2021 Ram? Drop a comment down below. I do like the motor lineup. Yeah, I do. I think they've got a pretty simple 4-motor option lineup. Interior's looking good. They did well. The guys at Ram did very well. Drop a comment down below if you want to talk to me about your 2021 thoughts on the Ram, or maybe you got one and there's stuff you do and you don't like. I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say. As always, please take a moment, hit subscribe down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please share the video as well. Every weekend, we got new garage news coming to you guys here at the Wrench Out Garage. Also, we've got a lot of supplemental videos that we do in between, whether I'm working on a car or truck here in the garage, or I'm showing you guys some of the new gear or equipment that I have in here as well. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Wrench Out Garage. If you're out there riding or driving, do it safely, and I'll see you in the next video.